I'm a weapon, it fires lyrical projectiles with no mercy. I'm cold-blooded like reptiles. Touch a pregnant bitch and make her give birth to a dead child. Every time I flex styles, niggas vacate the premises and become exiles. I manufacture rhymes like textiles of X-Files. Enlightened juveniles, living life with no purpose. Organize an army that'll make the devils nervous. Competition is worthless, like the electoral vote. If you provoke, I'll break your motherfucking neck in the yoke. You're better off throwing your shitty life away sniffing coke. Technique will choke you into a spiritual state, and it would take a lake of hydrochloric acid to soften this. I'll fake your parents' suicide and kill you in the orphanage, but I inspire ideological metamorphosis. Stop talking shit or I'll make your existence a memory, so you can have me frozen cryogenically for centuries. But I'll break the ice if anyone on the planet mentions me. I'll burn a hypocritical flag intentionally. Explosive revolutionary chemistry's my destiny. No mercy is what I chemically bomb on enemies. Your life's a fucking mistake. Technique is the remedy. Destroy you before you become what you intended to be, and in the future you'll worship those that descended from me. No mercy is what I chemically bomb on enemies. Your life's a fucking mistake. Technique is the remedy. Destroy you before you become what you intended to be, and in the future you'll worship those that descended from me. When I fight you, I won't snipe you. I'll use an HIV-infected needle to strike you, as well as anyone that vaguely resembles or looks like you. And just to spite you, I'll force your children at gunpoint to bite you and rip a piece off to start the beef off for the rest of your petty limited life. I'm coming at you to catch you by surprise in a sight. Nobody's stupid enough to back you when I tactically attack you, because my style is nasty like protruding bone fractures, and you're a played out dirty pussy devil like Margaret Thatcher. But technique never get captured inside the rapture, cause I master the art of causing natural disasters. You should learn the difference in between the students and the master. My stature is the dispatcher of damaging decibels, and even though my starving people are considered expendable, I consecutively escape the racist corporate tentacles. I spit raw kinetic energy that's immeasurable. Retaliation for perpetration is unendable. Mercy is not extendable. I'll break your fucking brain down into psychological chemicals. No mercy is what I chemically bomb on enemies. Your life's a fucking mistake. Technique is the remedy. Destroy you before you become what you intended to be, and in the future you'll worship those that descended from me. No mercy is what I chemically bomb on enemies. Your life's a fucking mistake. Technique is the remedy. Destroy you before you become what you intended to be, and in the future you'll worship those that descended from me. Yeah. Yeah. Ayo, the things I seen in life will make you choke by surprise, like an aborted fetus in a jar that opened its eyes, provoking my demise and leave your spirit broken inside, like the feeling of 50 million people hoping you die. And niggas wonder why my heart is full of hatred and anger, cause some bitch killed my firstborn son with a coat hanger. I strangled out the pain until my soul was empty and cold, crippled and worthless, so I thought that it could never be sold. My mother told me that placing my faith in God was the answer, but then I hated God cause he gave my mother cancer, killing her slow like the feds did to the Black Panthers. The genesis of genocide is like a pagan religion, carefully hidden, woven into the holidays of a Christian. I had a vision of nuclear holocaust on top of me, and this is prophecy, the words that I speak from my lungs. The severed head of John the Baptist speaking in tongues like Che Guevara. My soliloquies speak to a gun. Pain is slow motion like trees that reach for the sun. Nigga, the preaching is done, cause I don't got a DJ like Reverend Run. I curse the life of any man who kills benevolent ones. I never asked to be the messenger, but I was chosen to speak the words of every African slave dumped in the ocean, stolen by America, tortured, buried and frozen, written out of the history books your children are holding, internally bleeding, cold-blooded, stripped of emotion. I go through the motions, but there's no life in my eyes. It's like I'm hooked up to a respirator waiting to die, hooked up to the fucking chair waiting to fry, soothing electrocution currently used in my execution, producing thoughts at the speed of light, burning confusion. I'm losing my sight, breathing is tight, the evening is white. I made my peace with the Lord and now I stand on his right. Death is another part of life. These are my last words. I'm having difficulty breathing, dying on the inside, internally bleeding, angel of death. Dragging me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world crumble in front of me, searching for meaning. These are my last words. I'm having difficulty breathing, dying on the inside, internally bleeding, angel of death. Dragging me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world crumble in front of me, searching for meaning.
Big Zoo, technique, positive balances when we spit. Pound for pound, I'm the most positive when I bust mine. The zoo adds on like a plus sign. Addition, that's the key in the ignition. With no pause, I propel to pole position. Ahead of the pack, light years ahead of the whack. I give a fiend a good book instead of the crack. That's the gold mine. Negativity can't hold mine. The black bear's headed for the gold line. And then I'm positive at showtime. I make negative MCs switch styles in no time. They change teams, rhyme about kings and queens instead of how they sellin' work to fiends. Then I switch thugs into soldiers, those that have given up on God to praise Jehovah. The rap ice age is over, and positivity protects the Z-Boulder boulder.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Positivity, yeah. My opinion is solid ground, but you're a common hater. Splitting and dividing our numbers like a denominator. Third eye navigator movements are necessary. Everything you see in videos is secondary. You need positivity like you need respect in jail, because without balance you'll be making negative record sales.
Negative record sales.
I jerk off inside books and give life to words, leaving concepts stuck together you probably never heard. I love when people think I'm psychologically disturbed, cause it means I overloaded their neurological nerves. Rappers try to serve me with disgusting incompetence, but I keep it positive with ultimate dominance. Meditating with Native Americans close to Providence, I speak to the spirits of ancestors at powwows, but rumor has it that you getting raped like Little Bow Wow. Now listen, industry motherfuckers, don't get offended. Remember that I'll bring an end to your pretender agenda and render contenders dismembered. Bend the fabric of time and put your soul in a blender. You live in a lie like thinking Jesus was born in December. Instead of catering the labels, something gotta give. I'll rip the electrons out your body and make you positive. I've seen a lot of kids come and go with marketing gimmicks, because without balance you don't last more than a minute. This ain't a game, I'll beat the shit out you at the line of scrimmage. I rock shows in the ghetto, nigga you stuck in the village. I wanted to spit on the radio since I was 11, but I can't afford the payola for Hot 97, so I make paper underground and I'm soon to blow, moving tapes like Biggie's Ghost at Bad Boy Studios. Yeah, you know how it goes. Positivity, yeah. My opinion is solid ground, but you're a common hater. Splitting and dividing our numbers like a denominator. Third eye navigator movements are necessary. Everything you see in videos is secondary. You need positivity like you need respect in jail, because without balance you'll be making negative record sales.
Negative record sales. Technique like this.